It's not even been a minute and I already have 2 people watching. That's Happy Wiggle. Okay. Well. One person already left. Okay. But I mean, like, at least there's one person still here. Yay! Yep. I'm just gonna finish with this super quick. Or, well, at least as quick as I can without accidentally cutting myself. And okay. Hold on, I'm just thinking. Okay. Okay, like, originally with the neck bracer, it's not a neck bracer, it's a directional speaker. Originally with the directional speaker, like, I had a size, like, I was okay with. But, like, I can't remember why now, but for some reason, my dumbass decided to scale it up, make it bigger. Like, it needs to be like half the size. Ugh. I don't know why I decided to try and scale it up. Because, like, it was fine before. But no. I just had to go do that. Ah, jeez. Jeez. Well, I mean, like, for the resized version, I only had like the front panel cut out. So I mean, like, I could probably continue with like the original size I had. Maybe. Or I can like do a weird improv thing. All I know is I need to have like a sharpening stone done or something because like I need to keep the blade sharp on my bevel cutter, but my dad doesn't trust me with like a knife sharpener. Bro, I'm 15. I know what I'm doing. Anyways, fuck. Bluetooth speaker. On a piece that was old that I'd cut out. There. I'll be right back down. I'm all got food. All right, I'm back. How much? Good thing I brought down my computer charger. There we go. Okay. Wolf. Oh, crap. I'm gonna start. Okay, there. I had hit a button on my computer. Lights are tricky and sometimes annoying. Like right now. Now you can see my face. I usually end up leaving the crust for my dad. Even though I usually would eat the crust, but it's sort of like a thing that we do, I guess. I don't know. Meanwhile, I'm gonna just watch some videos while eating dinner. And you can make of that what you will.
Zenny. So first off, let's go, lesbians. The lesbian flag.
This is ABD illustrates Halloween but make it gay seasonal speed paint video. There we go.
A couple of different versions of it, or at least that's what people seem to say. So I ended up just using the one that seemed like it would be the most fun to work with in terms of the color palette itself. Like I said at the start, I'm not a history buff by any means, so hopefully all my lesbian sisters out there, this is still a design you can enjoy, and I haven't made some kind of terrible mistake. For this character anyway, I wanted her to be somewhere between girly and a bit more rough and tumble, so I gave her a cute, fun pose and expression, but also some torn-up jeans and sturdy boots. I think her design came together quite well to give off a pretty lively impression, which I'm quite happy about. Originally, I had thought it might be cool to color these characters in flag order, so in this case it would have been red hat, orange hair, white shirt, and so on and so on. But this design ended up looking a lot cooler with the colors rearranged and just put wherever they fit best. So that's the method I ended up using for most of the other designs in this set. I will say though, I had a lot of fun coloring her eyes using just the colors from the flag's palette. If you've been following my work for a while, you'll know that I really like doing the pupil in a brighter color than the rest of the eye, and this worked really nicely for that. One thing you'll also notice going forward is that all of these characters have cats. This was to give each of the designs a bit more of an interesting composition, so there's more than one thing happening in each picture, there's more than one line of sight. I did consider giving each character a different animal, like an owl or a frog, but at the end of the day, cats are the most widely recognized witchy companion, and also the easiest for me to draw. So the choice was pretty easy to make.
Makes sense.
And now onto my own demographic, gay men. I knew right off the bat that this one was going to be tricky, because normally when making a character design, it's a good idea to try and limit your main palette to just a couple of similar or complementary colors to keep everything from getting too busy. But with this particular flag, I was working with almost every color at very high saturation. But we can talk about the coloring in a second. First comes the character design itself. My first thought was to make a character with that kind of pastel, soft boy aesthetic that you can often see in fandom artwork and shipping fan art and stuff like that.
Pastel
If you have
soft
no idea
boy.
what I'm talking about with that, then just imagine a twink in a flower crown, because that kind of design can be very aesthetically pleasing. However, while that kind of aesthetic can be very cute, there are also just a lot of those kind of character designs out there already. So much so that sometimes it can almost feel like it's one of the only options there is. So I felt like it might be good to go against my first idea on this one and do something a bit more loud and proud instead. Besides which, sometimes a man just wants to draw a himbo and you cannot deny that kind of energy. What I ended up with was a character who looks like a bro from the world's most overtly homo frat house, and I kinda love it. Like, he looks like he just finished his session at the gym and then dived directly into a pride parade. It's very fun.
I can't actually do like the Spider-Man thing with this hand very well because a few years back I broke my pinky. You can't really tell because it was a microfracture chip, microscopic chip, right at the joint, right here. Well, more like on the other side, but yeah, I've never really been able to do like the Spider-Man thing with this hand. I can do it with this hand, not so much with my other hand. Which is funny because I'm right hand dominant, but I can't do it with my right hand because, broke it.
And even though I could still have gone with a more soft pastel version of the flag's palette for this design, and even though it probably would have been easier for me on the coloring front if I had done that, I ended up just going full throttle and full saturation because it seemed like it would suit the character a lot better. I think any artist will tell you that trying to make a rainbow-themed character is something that's very difficult to do well. This can be especially true if you're a younger artist, as if you're just starting out, it can be very easy to fall into the mindset that every single section of a design needs to be a different, super bright color for it to stand out. But if you overwhelm your design with too many colors in too many places, it just makes everything unreadable. To make sure all these colors didn't overwhelm this design, I didn't feature them on every part of it. Instead, I only applied the rainbow to his crop top and the ribbon of his hat, and then grounded those colors by making everything else black and white. In this way, I was able to still effectively limit my palette while making the colors that mattered stand out and draw the right amount of focus. I also put a rainbow-colored overlay onto his broom because I kept imagining it looking like one of those fiber optic lamps with all the strands.
Yeah.
I couldn't quite depict that fully here because it wouldn't match the art style, but it's a really fun mental image.
It is a fun mental image.
Next up, we've got B for bisexual. Although, pansexuals, any of the other parts of the community who overlap with this one, or who overlap with any of the designs I'm doing in this video, shout out to you as well. As much as I wish I could, I'm not able to draw a design for every flag for every faction of the LGBT community because there are so many, but I hope you can at least enjoy these ones I am able to do and know that, we see you, you're out here, and I hope you're having a nice day, however you identify. Anyway, this character's design was heavily inspired by a shirt that one of my friends has that just says, "Bad puns and finger guns" in the bisexual colors. Pretty much as soon as I started designing this one, I knew that had to be the basis for it.
Yes.
I wanted this character to give off a very chilled out, little bit cheeky vibe, so I put them in a pretty relaxed pose, sitting back on their broom that would allow me to also incorporate those finger guns that make it look like they just finished telling a corky joke. For this character, unlike the first two, I didn't want to give them a fully flag-colored shirt, and instead gave them a tricolored stripe across a black base. This was both for the sake of giving these characters a bit of variety, but also because I wanted this one to be fairly fashionable looking, so I gave them a denim jacket which would have clashed with a more brightly colored undershirt. I do actually really like the outfit on this design. I think it lends itself really well to the chilling out with style kind of vibe that I was going for with this character, and I'm glad that I didn't forget to cuff their jeans. I realized as well with this design that I did actually revert back a bit to the idea I had of doing the coloring in flag order. Blue jeans, purple jacket across their midsection, pink ribbon on the hat. In the end, the flag for this one ended up being a pretty handy template for where to put the colors. Next up, we've got my other demographic, trans people. Obviously, I had plenty of options I could have gone with for this design. MTF, non-binary, FDM, so many other kinds of people under the trans banner. But in the end, I really wanted to draw a trans woman character for this one. Both because I have a couple of trans feminine and questioning friends who are super lovely and kind, and I wanted to try and represent some of their goodness in this design, but also because, self-indulgent though this batch of designs absolutely is, this is still for LGBT History Month, and trans people, in particular trans women of color, have consistently been fighting at the forefront of LGBT history, and they do not get enough recognition. Go respect your local trans person today, y'all. Anyway, that's probably enough super serious PSAs for this video, so onto the design itself. It can be really hard as a trans person to have confidence in yourself and your appearance, so I wanted this character to give off the complete opposite energy to that and just look super cool and super comfortable with herself.
These jeans a lot, and they're like starting to fray.
I had a really clear image in my mind
like
of the outfit I wanted to draw and
the
the
inner
kind of hairstyle I
thigh.
thought would be cool. And right from
You
the
can't
initial
really
sketch
tell.
until this final version, the features of it didn't change at all. On the other hand, though, this character was actually the one I ended up drawing the most rough poses for in my sketchbook before finally settling on one that I liked. I wanted her to look peaceful and cool, while also leaving enough room to show off her long hair and incorporate the design's text. So there were a lot of factors to bear in mind. I'd also already done 3 designs by this point, and I was starting to run out of pose ideas. But I'm really happy with the one I ended up using. The flag palette for this one also ended up being one of my favorites to work with. Although I'd had the characters look in hand from the get-go, I hadn't quite pinned down which colors would go exactly where until I started coloring it digitally. The very limited palette of pastel pink and blue was really satisfying to play around with and see come together, especially since it complemented this character's skin tone really nicely and gave everything a kind of sweet cotton candy vibe. On that note, I also gave her a colorful little drink to hold, purely for the very silly reason that at my old job there was a slushy machine that had either pink or blue syrup, and this flag's colors always remind me of that. But, you know, I mean, it adds to the look as well. It's fashion, it's fine. And last but certainly not least, we've got the asexuals. How ace is that? Yeah, that's an understandable reaction to that pun. Moving on. This is another character design where the vibe I was going for was very much inspired by some friends of mine who reside in this part of the community. Just real cool, chill people who again deserve more recognition than they get. For this design, I started with a more classically witchy-looking idea for the outfit, but then put a retro fashion kind of spin on it, turning what was once an almost Kiki's Delivery Service style dress in my initial drawings into a long turtleneck with puffy sleeves, leggings, and some very cool boots. Because of the pose I drew this character in, I was also able to use a very handy technique whereby I drew their left side limbs on separate linework layers, before duplicating those layers and transforming them in order to make up the opposite limbs. I definitely recommend using this technique if you're working digitally and you're having a bit of a tough time getting body parts to match up. Even if, for example, a character's arms are in completely different positions, depending on the angle you're working at, it can be really helpful to rearrange a copy of an arm that you've already drawn well into a base that you can draw on top of. Being able to chop and change your drawing like that is definitely one of the perks of digital illustration. Since the majority of this flag is monochrome in black, white, and grey, the challenge with this palette came in the form of deciding where to put the purples so that it would balance out nicely with the rest of those tones. Originally, I sketched this design to have a lot more purple in it, but in the end I took a similar route to the gay flag design and chose to put the most saturated colour just on her torso and her hat, adding an additional splash of colour to her face in this instance with her purple glasses and lipstick. I also opted to only use the grey of the flag for her hair and her gloves, so that the rest of her outfit could stay nicely coordinated. I think my favourite part of this character's design was her hairstyle, since it also ended up being the most fun one out of this whole set.
Wiggle, wiggle.
The shape of it was really satisfying to draw, since it puffs out to the sides a lot more than a standard bob haircut. Though it probably helps that I also just love silver and grey hair in general. The fact that I knew I wanted to give her a black cat.
You remind me of myself. That sounded weird. What I mean is, I like silver and gray hair too. I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. Also, puffy hair. really sticks out to the sides.
For the color picking,
And
since I
glasses.
knew I needed to choose a color for her sleeves that the cat wouldn't get lost against, and I was able to think outwards from there.
I mean, like, me personally, like, I fall underneath the ace umbrella in the demisexual category. So, like, hell yeah.
And with that, this set of designs is complete. I ended up liking these characters a lot more than I expected to.
You should like them. You should like them a lot. I kind of was hoping one would be like, I don't know, just like standing on the room, chilling, sort of like, I don't know, something like that, I guess. Anyways, you to believe it. I got you to believe it. I got you to believe it. I love Paradise Fears. Yes.
Something
Very
like a
good.
crisis of a life gone by, and I'm still obsessed with purpose, just getting wasted, wasting time. There's something like a message in this October sky. You hold my hand through all the darkness, pick me up when it's times the hardest. So I'm maybe stuck in neutral, wondering where to hedge my bets. When that same sky is falling and nothing else is making sense, I've got you to believe it.
It has been a hot minute since I've listened to this song. Damn. Oh, Jesus Christ. I might start crying. Oh, I'll get you to believe it. I'll get you to believe it. I don't know what to think. There's something hiding outside my mind, some twin flakes. It's so true, but I can't feel them. I'm taking right my hands and hold me up. Pull my soul from swing up to the time it's over. It's the fun is over. I got you to believe it. I got you to believe it. When it feels like nothing, you're there and God, well, at least that's something. I got you to believe it. I've got you to believe it. I don't believe in politics. I don't pray to celebrities. Stealing generations, burning faith in TV screens and screaming all that's good is gone. All we used to love is dead. Now our only heroes are the voices in our heads. They're screaming all that's good is gone. All we used to love is dead. Now our only heroes are the voices in our heads. They're screaming all that's good is gone. All we used to love is dead. Now our only heroes are the voices in our heads. They're screaming 4, 3, 2, 1. I've got you to believe it. I've got you to believe it. When it feels like I'm nothing, you're there and God, well, at least that's something. I've got you to believe it. I've got you to believe it. And I've got you to believe it. I've got you to believe it. I've got you to believe it. Oh, God damn it. It's just so good. It's so good, and I love it so much, and it's so inspiring. Just, oh my God, I love it.
Do you ever think about the theory of how there are multiple universes and everything that you've ever imagined could exist in another universe? Somewhere out there, Pokemon and Harry Potter could be real.
Why couldn't that be this universe? I just want to fly God. I just want to fly God. I love Flygon. But at the same time, it's magic. Damn it, Wolfie.
You never know until you ask. I got a crazy idea.
I've never done this before.
All right. This might be the most epic thing we've ever done in a video. Whoa!
I just have to show you guys the process of making something. What are you doing?
So bad. I'm trying, okay?
Ew. Well, just she looks so. Her eyes look so dead, but her mouth is in fear. Whoa, Portella. What is that? It's so funny.
I'm not going to show you this because, like, it's cursed, but it's hilarious. Sorry. Great. Kiribaku. Most of it. Stop testing me. Okay, when I tried to do the dance to this one, like, this part is going to be gross, but like, snots from my nose, well, mucus from my nose, went down like the back of my nose and into my throat, like directly into my throat, and I was just like, oh, it was nasty.
Yeah, that chip is cute. But you know what's cuter?
My shit.
And you know what's even better? Because they belong.
Just Totodeku.
Deku! You piece of shit! You played me!
Like the cheap kazoo you are. Yeah, no, I got played the other day when I was talking with my dad.
Who's there? Nobody. Fuck off!
like me better when I'm with you.
Forever. I don't know what I'm doing with this anymore.
369 girls wanna drink wine. Tell the man not to waste your time. If the man broke, the man here joke. So you gotta get loose with the Henny and the Coke. 3, 2, 1, girls wanna have fun. If the man don't dance, he's done. Tell him move on. How many shrimps do you have to eat before you make your skin turn pink? Eat too much and you'll get sick. Shrimps are pretty rich.
Rich bitch. I couldn't. Cara Cara Bonito is good music.
Oh. What's that say?
Piano.
Bruh.
No, thank you.
Lights, camera, action.
La la la, la 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 la.
Girls wanna drink wine. Tell the man not to waste your time. If the man broke, the man here joke. So you gotta get loose with the Henny and the Coke. 3, 2, 1, girls wanna have fun. If the man
YouTube,
don't dance, he's done.
why did you have to remove my live chat? But what if I don't want chat to be disabled?
Please don't do it. Demon? Stop calling it that. Demon, stop it. Stop talking to it. No, I just want to talk to the demon.
She says, come on, sweetheart, take them off. So I will take them off. And then we take them off. And then her dad walks in. Oh shit, her dad walks in. She says, Dad.
Disaster. I was going to say something, but then I forgot.
Nobody knows. I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive and I can't complain. But no, take me home. Lying on the cold hard.
In the beninging. Bening. It's beginning. In the beninging.
story time. Oh Jesus. So Wednesday, I went to go answer a question. Like about this character who was quiet and shy. But instead of saying quiet and shy, I said shy and quiet. And I said it out loud. And I repeated quiet to myself a couple of times, trying to figure out what was wrong. And then it was like after class had ended that I realized that I had also said shy it. And I was just, that was a big oof. Oh, it was such a fail.
I'm so scared.
Stop giving me ads on vaping. I don't vape. What sucks even more is that they're unskippable.
It is the only thing that makes us feel alive. We keep this love in a photograph.
I'm black, I'm yellow, I'm red, I'm blue,
Bagel boys with cream cheese. It's a smile.
I like you. Let's be friends. High five if you want to be my friend.
Mine would be a glass shattering screech.
Girls wanna drink wine. Tell the man not to waste your time. If the man broke, the man he a joke. So you gotta get loose with the Henny and the Coke. 3, 2, 1, girls wanna have fun. If the man don't dance, he's done. Tell him move on.
You, get your freaking hands up!
You're not my supervisor! Shut up. We're gonna go to prison. No, we're not. Say the right stuff and they just send you to a mental hospital for 10 months.
Just this second realized why you do macrame instead of knitting.
Yeah, no sharp objects on the warrant. They were super strict about that.
You're such a good boy. I love you. I love you. You're such a good boy. I love you. I love you. You're such a good... Who's a good boy? I am a good boy. I like my chew toy. I like bringing joy.
Kirishima needs to stop being a sunshine ray.
Really gotta hold on. No. A dip in the pool, a
trip to the spa. In these days in my sheets, the whole world according to moi. Excuse me.
Neat.
A dip in the pool, a trip to the spa. In these days in my sheets, the whole world according to moi. Excuse me. I know you hear me now. We are a different kind. We can do anything. We could be heroes. We could be.
I just remembered a dream I had the other day where this completely random girl and I, like, we were on vacation in the same spot, like on the beach, same spot on the beach, I guess. Apparently, we both like lived, like here in Chicago, and we both liked anime, so we just started talking about Deku. And it was like so weird.
There's an epidemic spreading. It can expose your lungs to acrolein, which can cause irreversible damage. It's not a parasite, not a virus. It's vaping.
But here's the thing. Most boys are just like either cute or hot. You get one, not both. But then, out of nowhere, when God was mixing in his little mixing pot, he was like, let me do both. And so he took hot and took cute
and put them in the mixing bowl. I love that video.
He looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him. Deku! 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 Deku!
Почка, бас, почка, бас, почка, колбасер, почка, бас, колбасер, почка, бас, колбасер, почка, бас, колбасер. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3. I'll be there, and I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2. Gotta hit that string, you better watch it. With a cat that I got with a full clip. I got the whip, got the bitch that I keep it undercover. All up in the cover, just to live it. I'll see this don't go place, got it up it. I keep the trap devil walking on the. You make me maniac,
But you don't know. Baby, like me.
shit is crazy, right?
And it's your baby no more.
Life is a wonder. Never know the answer.
Nature's a miracle.
Natural disasters.
It's good to be alive.
Could wake up with cancer.
I'm healthy.
Healthy people still get cancer.
I love this show.
It's the last episode.
The sun is shining.
It's going to explode.
Every species is beautiful and unique, though. Children of malaria, thanks to mosquitoes.
Why you had to leave me, bitch? Why you had to take the kids? Please just let me see them on Christmas.
I was busy thinking about boys. I was busy dreaming about boys. Head is spinning thinking.
The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that comes is here and now. My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came.
Pikachu, Pikachu, Pikachu.
Pikachu, Pikachu, Pikachu.
You can count on me like 1, 2, 3. I'll be there. And I know when I
This
need
is
it,
cute,
I
though.
can count on you like 4, 3, 2. Just the way you like. Baby, I could wait to next on you. All your love can do what no one else can. Got me looking so crazy right now. Got me looking so crazy right now. I can swear I can do it. I feel what's on my mind. Cause I dream, cause I smoke. I keep up with the guys and see holding on my middle finger.
If you're ugly and you know it, clap your hands. If you're ugly and you know it, clap your hands. Okay, excuse me. Can you stop that? I said if you're ugly. Thanks, cutie. That'd be great. Thank you.
How does this turn into this? Puberty and I'm like a freaking buzz.
Hold on, I'm just gonna.
You know it, clap your hands. If you're ugly and you know it, clap your hands. Okay, excuse me. Can you stop that? I said if you're ugly. Thanks, cutie. That'd be great. Thank you.
How does this turn into this? Puberty and I'm like a freaking buzz.
Me when I flushed it, so.
I can swear I can do it. I feel what's on my mind. Cause I dream, cause I smoke. I keep up with the guys and see holding on my middle finger. Well, Invisalign aligners really work.
Go away! I've already had braces. I don't need your teeth shit.
Invisalign aligners use SmartTrack technology. It moves teeth more comfortably and predictably, and in many cases, it works faster than braces.
Thank you. I'm so fucking grateful for my ex. Thank you. Thank you. No, but Rebecca, I love you. I love you too. I love you. Marry me, Rebecca. No. Why? I don't love you. Whoops.
But seriously, though, what is going on?
Life is a wonder. Never know the answer.
Nature's a miracle.
Natural disasters.
It's good to be alive.
Wake up with cancer.
But I'm healthy.
Healthy people still get cancer.
I love this show.
It's the last episode.
The sun is shining.
It's going to explode.
Every species is beautiful and unique, though. Children have malaria thanks to mosquitoes. Is that right?
There's a freaking centipede on my floor. What am I supposed to do?
For me, it would be there's a and then just screeching to make your ears bleed and crying. There's going to be crying.
Hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh? You got a boyfriend. I bet he doesn't kiss young one.
Bum bum. I love that. Bakugo's singing Rentai Circulation is amazing. Bravo.
Jimmy, stop it. Jimmy, if you hit it one more time, you're grounded. If you hit it one more time, I'm taking all your toys. If you hit it one more time, I'm kicking you out of the house. If you hit it one more time, I'm going to unadopt you. If you hit it one more time, Jimmy, I'm going to take you out of school.
I'll just keep going.
Hit or miss, I guess they never miss, huh? You got a boyfriend, I bet he doesn't kiss ya. He gon' find another girl and he won't miss ya. He gon' skirt then hit the dab like Wiz Khalifa.
Show me some respect. I dragged you out of hell. I can throw you back in. Hey, how y'all?
Get your fucking dog, bitch!
Don't buddy.
Yes, I do! Ida had popped in just because he would. Oh my joint.
I can swear I can do it. I see what's on my mind. If I drink, if I smoke, I keep up with the guys and you see me holding on my middle finger.
Hey, bro. Yeah, bro? Close your eyes, bro. Okay, bro? What do you see, bro? Nothing, bro. That's my world without you, bro.
Bro.
What you vape, Kathleen? If you vape, you're more likely to start smoking cigarettes. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4.
No one's
Don't be scared.
Hey.
Stop. I'm a cup of chocolate.
Oh, she's sweet
But a psycho, a little bit psycho. And now she's screaming, I'm on my mind. Oh, she's hot but a psycho. So lit but she's right though. And now she's screaming, I'm on my mind, I'm on my mind. She'll make you curse. But she's ooh. That's so cool.
Going up and down and spinning round and round, I love it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 'Cause every again, curse, 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 curse. Curse, 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 curse. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Let's spend the night together from now until forever. Boom, 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 boom. I wanna boom, boom, boom. Let's spend the night together, together in my room.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Wee.
してるよね Black, white, green or blue Show off your natural hue Flamingo Oh, oh, oh If you're multicolored, that's cool too You
The girls are on me. Damn. Everybody pay attention. This right here is my pretty boy sweet.
Down lying on the cold hard ground
Fuck it.
What? I love that. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up.
You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up.
This is so beautiful かまってちょうだいかまってちょうだいかまってちょうだいかまってかまってちょうだいかまってちょうだいかまってちょうだいかまってかまってちょうだいかまってちょうだいかまってちょうだいかまってかまってちょうだいかまってちょうだいかまってちょうだいかまってよ
Oh, the shine of 1,000 spotlights. All the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough. Never be enough.
Pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, and don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you? And maybe an Naruto audio, but it's Kaminari.
To the beat of the drums. Oh, shame that you came here with someone.
Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. And now she's screaming, I'm on my mind. Dude, how do you feel?
Squeak. Just squeak. No, I ain't too flawless, and no, I ain't the best, and no, I don't say sorry, and no, I ain't perfect, but I am the man.
What the fuck is he doing? Oi, Icy Hot, what are you doing?
What I want.
Shigaraki holding a computer that has a picture of Bakugo on it. Jinzo's Precious Brainwash Boy. And Kaminari is Pikachu. But I love him. Cheerleader.
Like it or not, you can't stop me.
Please. He's alive. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. Got to pump it up.
Black, white, green or blue. Show off your natural hue. Flamingo, oh, 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 oh. If you're multicolored, that's cool too.
204 read balls 3D.
るよね Black, white, green or blue Show off your natural hue Flamingo Oh, 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 oh If you're multicolored, that's cool too Going up and down and spinning round and round I love it Ooh, ooh, ooh Cause everything goes Girls, girls, girls Girls, 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 girls
Girls.
Unusually smooth, but I'm over the moon. And now I'm falling for ya, falling for ya. I know I shouldn't, but I just think that.
Okay, kids, drink your juice. I watched you pour bleach in this. Drink your juice.
I drink it. You're insecure. You're insecure. You're insecure. You're insecure. Oh, you're insecure.
There's a freaking centipede on my floor.
What am I supposed to do?
If you do the cooking by the book Then you'll have Hey yo,
Looks like I'm going for a swim.
and I know when I need it, I can count on you.
Like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there.
Cause
That's what friends are supposed to do. Oh yeah. Ooh.
Ladies, shake that Hey, Todoroki. What? Presto mustard challenge. Presto what?
I can never do that. Just like chug a whole thing of mustard. I'm gay. I have crippling depression. I love that remix.
3, 2, 1, GO 自分にダメセクシーにダメ機械みたいにダメ可愛くダメショタボでダメだよイケボでダメロリボも行こうダメだよ
Let's go. Why do I feel like that's Jebel's theme music? Even though he already has the theme song? Ah, yes, it's better. Now I can feel the fire running deep within me. I'll be here when no one can stop me. Loudly I will scream from the top of my lungs.
Oh no, what was that? Oh god. Okay, that's fine, it's fine. He can be cute. Bit of fit. Okay, Hiroshima. Wait a minute.
Okay,
Okay, who we made? Oh no. Okay, let's just. Oh no! Oh no! What was that? Oh god. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. He can be cute. Bit of fit. Okay, Hiroshima. Wait a minute.
It was Deku all along.
You gotta say I love you back.
Dad, are you serious?
I want to hear it.
You want to hear
I
me say
love you, Dad.
You're
Shinzo
talking-
and Aizawa.
Dad.
Look at this place.
Dad, I love you.
Dad, I love you.
Gentlemen, and nothing in this way. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from sin, for we were gonna stray all tidings of comfort and joy, tidings of comfort and joy.
Going somewhere, Henry?
It's an ice skating Deku.
The bass and the tweeters make the speakers go to war. The mighty trumpet brings the freaks out to the floor. The bass and the tweeters make the speakers go to war. The mighty trumpet.
Oh, she's sweet but
Psycho, a little bit psycho, and then she's screaming, I'm on my mind. Oh, she's hot but a psycho, so left but she's right though. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind. She'll make you curse. She'll make you listen.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find the love within.
It's everyone's favorite My Hero Academia characters. Broccoli Boy, Sparky Sparky Boom Boom Boy, Girl High off helium but doesn't know it yet, Sleep Deprived, The Rock with red hair, Human Pineapple, Sonic, Half and Half, Kermit the Frog 2019.
Yes. This one is a Nezu cosplay and I love it.
Just go into the mouth. Nice.
It was Deku eating all my hair. Fuck it. What? Ah! And at that moment, he knew He was gay.
どいてそこどいてもうどけっつってんだろうが
Ah, yes. Like a Bakugan. I'm gonna roast that demon today. You have to say goodbye!
Wait, now, before I say something.
Fine.
Yeah. I don't know. Cause I'm stepping on my toes, but I don't stop. I make flips out of my
Hit or miss.
I guess they never miss, huh?
Ducky, rumba. Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming.
What up, niggas? My name is Izuku Midoriya. I go to UA High School. I want to be a superhero and fuck Bakugo.
Do your hair black, white, green or blue? Show off your natural hue, flamingo. Oh. If you're multicolored, that's cool too.
Oh my god, I saw he was wearing his pink sweatpants. Mike.
I gotta tell you, life
Without you has been hard, has been bad, has been rough. And I miss talking about life and other stuff very specific. Oh no, wait, I just watched this one. Crud. Thumbnail Shinso. Born to make history. We'll turn it around. We were born to make history. Born to make history.
Cause I'm not the kind of company you should be talking wrong. I'll get the jump on you when I'm running gun. Working for Lucifer is a ton of fun.
Which Coppin song is that? I don't think I've heard that one.
もう何やってもなもう実際問題あかんと思った時点でもうあかんわもう何やってもあかんわもう何やってもなもう一体全体何なんだもう一度一緒寝たろか何やってもあかんわ
Oh my god. It was Sparky Boy.
Hey, do you think I could borrow some oh, God. Are you Kachan? Ew.
The absolute disgust. Girls. I don't know what I'm attracted to. Thank you, I designed it. Hey, try me. Hey, I see people. Hi, sorry that the stream was a bit of a disappointment. I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Go on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I don't know what I'm doing. Down, you're wrong when it's wrong. It's black and it's white. We fight, we make up. We kiss, we make up.
Ladies, if you're in the shower with a man and he wants to do something nice like wash your back, just say thank you. There's no need for all of this. Who are you and how did you get my bullshit? Okay, there's no need to be fucking rude.
Bruh.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. From there till I go to sleep. What a sleep! What I want.
Till I die, all these lollies call me rubbing on her thigh, she say wet for her. Shawty so Hawaii would die for her. Ride and watch she is high all the time with till I die, all these lollies call me. I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% alive and dead inside.
I love that song though.
I like itty bitty boys, itty bitty boys, itty bitty boys, itty bitty boys, itty bitty boys.
I don't actually know what I'm attracted to.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Best friends, Jack.
There are so many Dobby cosplayers.
I pledge allegiance to the man with United Muscles of Japan, and for Ultra Academy, for now it stands, one nation, under all might, indivisible, with liberty and plus ultra for all.
Yeet! I'll stand by that.
Mr. Aizawa, please. I promise I was only using Denki's quirk to charge my jewel. I mean my phone. Please don't give me detention. Please, I promise.
Show you how it goes. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Gotta kick, gotta kick, gotta kick, gotta kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself.
Popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper poise when you talk to boys. Little ways to flirt and glance. I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair. I can't believe that it's finally me and you and me, just us and your friend Steve.
Steve. I want you in my room. We'll spend the night together. From now until forever.
Slop on my knob, like corn on a cob. I bring a bitch, like China did Rob. Put a hoe to work. When you're spending every day on your own, and here it goes, I'm just a kid.
Gilligan. Doesn't look like I give a fuck. Dillygaff. Was gonna be this way.
The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all I counts is here and now. My universe will never be the same.
I'm glad you came.
絡み合うめきゅめきゅそれでも行くというの小さき旅人が奏でる始まりの鐘の音行くわけもどのだろう
Okay, this person had like
You know what type of
hero
people I can't
journal,
relate to? The people that hate being
like their own like cosplay prop. Really dope though. Hero analysis for the future number 13, complete with an All Might signature and explosion marks. Just I am so jealous.
called cute pet names. You know those people who get kind of annoyed when they're called like Angel or Baby Cakes? But here's the thing. I'm trying to be somebody's angel, somebody's baby cakes. Bitch, I will be your goldfish. I will be the snack that smiles back.
What is that? Snitchy, snitchy.
Papa loves mambo.
This is only a message for my mom, so if you're not my mom, just keep calling.
Bye.
Mom, I need help. Kachin invited me on a date. I don't know what to wear. I don't know what to do. And I need help. Mom, help me, please.
Y'all like how we lick me up, I'm sweet and salty. Mix it up and down my body. Love to hate me, praise me, shame me. Either way you talk about. You like my diamonds and my pearls.
I should think I designed it. What was that noise?
Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood.
Me playing Minecraft, to be quite honest.
Where is he? He's probably upstairs combing his hair, so he'll be the prettiest boy at the party. I am so fucking ugly.
That's a mood. Oh, yes. Two-Door Cinema Club. I want a girl. No one can jump up super high. High up in the sky. There's no power of my dancing. You know that you're my superstar. No one else can take you this far.
This next part's my favorite part of this time of shot. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to.
You're such a fucking, I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck. I like my dick suck. I buy you a sick truck. I buy you some new tits. I get you that nip.
Oh, honey.
Are your parents disappointed in you?
Extremely. I'm very gay.
All I know is I'm demisexual.
Make your hands clap.
Okay, but like in all actuality, this remix is dope.
This is my house key. This is my car key. And this is my Todoroki.
That was actually really cute.
You a bitch!
Thank you, Kaminari. MDS. We're just friends. So don't go look at me with that look in your eye. You really ain't going away without a fight.
And I put on my best girl voice and I'm like, hi, I'm just putting on my bikini. And when he walks in, I let him see me. What's up, bitch?
There was a Toga cosplayer that did that, and it was so good.
Hello, hello. I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
I hope that you're missing me, 'cause it made me feel young.
Slop on my knob, like corn on a cob.
I break a bitch like China did Rob. Put a hold of.
You want a girl. You want to jump up to the high up in the sky. There's no power up like
And it dance from the slop in your face when you say body dance, turn up into a nightclub. Slop on my knob, like corn on a cob. I break a bitch like China did Rob. Put a good, but just stuck in my brain. And I wanna know why does it feel so good but hurt so bad? I'm afraid that I'm infected.
losing all my innocence to party or not. Losing all my innocence to party or not. Losing all my innocence.
Like how we ovulate me up, I'm sweet and salty, mix it up and down my body. Love to hate me, praise me, shame me, either way you talk about.
No one talks about me.
Jack, go fuck yourself. Not right now. I'm tired. I don't want to. It's a lot of exercise and movement and shaking around. Ugh.
Santa Claus.
Kachan, is that your mom? Ew. Run, Kachan! Bye. Kachan! One of them got caught.
Deku's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I've waited for so long. Deku, can't you see? You're just not the one for me. I know it might be wrong, but
I've been in this place before. I am the street, and I know it's my time to follow. You and such a mystery, standing on my feet.
Dominican, Cuban, my dad is from Chile, PR, which means I'm Chile, Dominican Rican. But I always say I'm from Queens.
Escape to the world of anime with the Funimation app in both subs and dubs. You can
Thank you, but no.
君の全然世界を持った君を探し始めたよその騒がしい声と涙をめがけやってきたんだよそんな革命前夜の僕らを誰が止めると言うんだろうもう迷わない君のハートに旗を立てるよ今日は僕から諦め方を奪い取ったの
did that?
Fast, 400 on the dash, 55 bills, but 50 for the tax. I'm back. I don't really like a brand.
Shouldn't so still my baby. You cannot
One,
say
two,
exactly
three,
what
one, two, three, drink.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. From the back to the line on the set. That's what makes it stronger more than ever after. Our work is never over. Pentatonix is amazing and I love them. I saw them in concert and it was the best in my life. You. Yeah.
They call me Hell. They call me Stacy. They call me Hell. They call me Jane. That's not my name. That's not my name.
Oh, shit. It's Deku. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm actually here with a super cool science fact today. Did you know that if you were to take your large intestine and your small intestine and lay them out in front of you in one long straight line end to end,
You'd be dead.
you'd fucking die?
I mean, that's kind of what I did with the little pig today.
I'm sweet and salty, mix it up and tell my body love to hate me, praise me, shame me, either way you talk about. I'm a crackhead, ayy, I'm a crackhead, ayy, I'm a crackhead, ayy, I'm a jawbread, ayy. Hey, I'm a crackhead.
I didn't join the Vision team and that's what you sent me, bro.
Need a charge. Need a charge. Need a charge.
I'll take a charge.
Need a charge.
0.
I'm just kidding. Come here. You guys are only a little bit ugly.
Siblings, 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 siblings. This is my sister. This is my brother.
We are siblings and we care for each other. Everything we own,
We always share.
because we are siblings and we have the same hair.
I mean, technically, I'm adopted. Someone just took Todoroki and matched it with the creepypasta, and I don't know how to feel about that.
You're being too loud.
You really attention to life.
I don't know what
That's what's so important.
I'm a big boy now and I'm very scary. I punch my walls, stay up at night, and I do karate.
People are always coming up to me and being like, "This joke. If you're a lesbian, why are you always hitting on Eraserhead? We're both gay. That's the truth."
And I'm Kanye West. Why did we say Papa?
I don't know where I went wrong. I can write a song. I've been on, you've been in my street.
It's Todoroki with an actual chicken. But honestly, though, it's actually very cute.
I'm ready to blow this bitch up.
Todoroki, this is my mom. Mom, this is my Todoroki. No, wait, no.
Okay. Don't be suspicious. 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 Wow.
I'm Ethan, and I'm 14. Slaying all these women with my massive bean. I got a couple of hobbies besides being blonde, like performing for the boys with my ribbon was on. I drink lots of soda and hang out at the mall. I used to skateboard, but I knocked out a ball.
Hey, you know, this coffee right here, it's lukewarm. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Do you want me to get you another? No, it just reminded me of something. Like how I like my men. Half hot and half cold.
No chance, no way, I won't say it, no. You swoon, you sigh, why deny it, It's too cliche, I won't say I'm in. I won't say I'm in.
I won't say I'm in love. That was.
You're the only friend I need. You're the only friend I need. Share beds like little kids. Share beds like little kids. And laugh until our ribs get tough. Laugh until our ribs get tough. That will never be enough. That will never be enough.
As the representative of Class 1A, I present you with this birthday card. When it's your birthday and you're not dead, way to still be alive. Happy birthday!
Bitch, what the fuck?
I want it.
Yes, we get it, Kirsten. You're very gay. I'll get that overnight to dry. Yeah. I should really be going to bed. But, like, I don't want to. But, like, I should, though. But I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'll, like, go to bed. Just a second, though. Alright, yeah, no. I'm gonna head to bed. Peace, guys. Also, sleep well. Night.